Today's show is also being brought to you by the website, www.billycboxing.com, and my book, Tom Molyneux, From Bondage to Baddest Man on the Planet. It's available right now where all good books are sold, and you can literally get a copy right now on BarnesandNoble.com, Amazon.com, Kindle, Nook, all those places. Find out why we have a 5-star rating. And it's a great book, man, especially with Black History Month coming up February. It would be a great read. It's not just for boxing fans. It's a great story, trust me. We got a new poll question up, and it's a good one. Who's going to win? Keith Thurman or Sean Porter? Go vote right now, www.billycboxing.com. Listen, I got a couple of emails to read. Then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to open up the phone lines to have you guys drive the show. But first, today's main topic is some numbers have been released on the PBC, specifically from Waddle & Reed. Now, you know Waddle & Reed is the investment company that pretty much finances the PBC, much to a lot of people's chagrin. Al Heyman is not writing personal checks. He's using other people's money. Investors with hedge fund accounts in Waddle & Reed have funded this, and the war chest originally was thrown out there around $400 million, but it was released at their end of year numbers. Waddle & Reed posted $585 million they started with $528 million that they started with for the PBC, and reporting that the worth right now, as of December 31st, was around $84 million, which means the PBC is in the red over $400 million, $444, if all those numbers are right. My question is, you know, how can they survive? I mean, listen, when it first came out and we understood and were taught and were told the model of what the plan is, you know, John from LDL TV and myself, we crunched all the numbers. We couldn't figure it out, you know, where this revenue was going to come from, considering that the PBC buys the time on these networks, unlike everyone else in years past with boxing, who used to get paid by the networks to produce a show. Well, the PBC's plan was kind of made clear when they had hoped that the production and their model and their new fan base would entice the same networks that they're paying time for to all of a sudden pay the PBC for their production and for the Premier Boxing Champions series. I don't know if that has taken place in 2016. I don't know. But I will say this. When this project launched last March, my prediction, if you go back and listen to my shows, my prediction was that it was not going to survive the way the model was. And I predicted that it would be done by May of this year, 2016. Now, I don't get me wrong. I want the PBC to survive. I want it more than anyone else. Trust me, I love seeing boxing on network television, and I love seeing it as frequently as we are. But let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, business is business. You know, I mean, listen, you know, you take Business 101, the very first class, they show you how to write a check, and they show you how, if you're not making money, your business ain't going to work. I don't know. Al Heyman is an extremely intelligent guy. He's a successful businessman. He's got boatloads of cash for himself. You know, maybe he knows something that everyone else doesn't. Maybe he's waiting to see the whites of their eyes before he opens fire. I don't know. But from my very limited background of these types of numbers, because I've never even seen $400 million. The truth of the matter is listen, I've been in business for myself for my whole career, over 35 years. And the truth of the matter is no business can survive. I don't care if you have boxing on TV or if you're selling hot dogs on the corner. If you're not making money, it ain't going to survive. At some point in time, the money train runs dry. And I think that, you know, if I'm an investor that has money, play money, and I'm investing, you know, even if it's play money, even if it's money I don't need, I'm going to want to see a return. I just can't see it adding up. Now, if the networks all of a sudden turned around and start throwing money at the PBC, then it will survive. My question is, Do you think it's going to survive? Drop me an email, billy@talkinboxing, that's TALKINBOXING.com, or give me a call as soon as we come back. We're only going to have one break today, and when we come back from break, we're going to open up those phone lines. Give me your thoughts on the PBC. Will it survive? We all want it to. But do you think it will with these numbers that were released today? $444 million in the red. $444 million in the red. Can it survive? Can it recoup? Will it ever make that money back? A lot of questions. What's your thoughts? Anyway.